Next, I want to go ahead and set up my laundry room. Okay, so for my laundry room, we're gonna have in that same folder, I'm gonna have a utility laundry sink. So go ahead and download that. Okay, and you're gonna update the model same as before. And then you're just gonna press load and close. Okay. And so this is gonna be our laundry sink. So I'm just gonna drop it there for now, and then I'm gonna move it, and I'm gonna use the corner of the sink. I put it in the corner there of the room, and then I'm gonna pull it away from the wall 2 inches, and then 2 inches forward as well. Okay, so there's a 2-inch clearance there around our laundry sink. So we have our sink. Let's go to component. We're gonna put our washer. You normally rinse or soak, wash, dry in that sequence, right? So let's get our washer. I'm gonna go ahead and get it with a pedestal. Like I said, this is a very common washing machine being used right now. So I'm just gonna use that one, and I'm gonna align it to the edge of the sink there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna put it away 2 inches and 2 inches forward. There we go. Now, our dryer. So this is alphanumeric. So I'm gonna go up to these, up a little higher. There it is, dryer with front end loader with pedestal, same, so they'll match. Then I'll put it away 2 inches. There we go. So there's my laundry room, right? Washer, dryer. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do place our bathroom right here. So we can do a component. First, we're going to start first with our tub. Okay, I'm going to start with the tub. Now notice the don't sign. So there are different types of families. Okay, the other families that I showed you, those are regular families. But this one here is what we call a hosted family. In other words, it needs a host. In this case, the tub needs a wall. Okay, so without a wall, you can't place this family. This is my tub, standard tub. I'm just going to use a standard tub. Place it there. I'm going to do a component. I'm going to put my toilet, and what I tend to do is I line it up against the wall, and then I'll line it up on the edge of the tub. And the reason I do this is because by code, from the edge of the tub to the center of this toilet, you need to have 1 foot 6 inches from the edge to the center. And if I set it up that way, I can just move it down 1 feet 6 inches. Then move it forward 2 inches. Okay. Now that we've added the toilet, we're gonna start adding our cabinets over here. Now, first off, I'm gonna place built-in linen in here because we don't have room for a linen closet out here. So we'll do, it's a component, of course. I'm gonna use this tall cabinet that we brought in. I'll go with 24 inches, okay? Now, one thing with your cabinet and your millworks, where your crosshair is, that's the back part. That's the part that goes to the wall, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the space bar to rotate it, right? So the cabinet now faces, the front faces forward or towards the door, and what's supposed to go to the back faces the wall. So I'm just gonna line it up and line it up to see the 2 blue lines, and then I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna hit escape, and then we're gonna add our vanity cabinet, okay? So for that, we're gonna go to components, and then we're gonna scroll down to vanity base cabinet, and I'm gonna use the double door no drawer, okay, because we're gonna have a sink on top, and we'll use the 27-inch cabinet, okay, and this is gonna get us really close to what we need to be. So I've got from the center of the toilet to the edge of the countertop, I have 17.5 inches. We should be to code, okay. So now we're gonna add the countertop to it, okay, and Oh, I forgot to mention on the cabinet, it was the same thing as the tall cabinet. Where the cursor is the back, and so I rotated it so that the front faces the door and the cursor is towards the back, which is the part that goes to the wall. But in this case, we're going to add the countertop. So same thing as the previous countertop. And what I tend to do is I place it out here, away from where I need it, and then I'm going to use the move tool, and I'm going to grab it right from the midpoint. So on the back, you're going to have the middle, and notice it's the middle of the countertop, it's the middle of the sink. So what you want to do is you want to line that up to the middle of the cabinet. So you'll also see this line on the cabinet, and just drag it back till you see the end point and drop it. So as you can see now, my circle where my sink is going to go is centered on my cabinet. And if I would have done it the way it comes, okay, so let me hide this one real quick just to show you what would have happened. So if I would have placed it using this grip point that's there, see how it's not centered? And to me, the way I showed you is the easiest way to center the circle to the cabinet, okay? So let me unhide that. Okay, I just wanted to show you, you don't have to do that part of it. Okay, so now I have a cabinet, I have a countertop, so on top of the countertop goes our sink. So I'm gonna add our sink. There it is. And if I hit the space bar, rotate it so that it is in the right order, and I'm just gonna line it up right there, that's fine. And if I click on the countertop, these grip points right here, they control the size of the opening. And what you want to do is similar to the way it's built and done, is that the opening falls in between this rim or lip of our sink, okay? It doesn't line up right at the edge. And then the grip points on the edges allow us to shrink it to the size, or pull it to the size that we need. In this case, I had to shrink it to fit my cabinet, okay? All right, so now up here, we're gonna have half a bath. So we can place our sink, our toilet, excuse me. I hit the space bar, drop it in place. Very similar to the way I did it. Line it up with the back of the wall. I'm gonna line it up on the middle of this wall to the center of my toilet, because the rules are the same. And I'm gonna move it across 1 foot 6 inches, and then I'm gonna move it up 0 space 2 inches, okay? So there's my toilet, and then what I'll do is I'll just copy this, because I already have them, and I'm gonna copy everything, right? The base cabinet, the countertop, and the sink. So I'm just gonna copy it, move it up here, and then I'll just use rotate, and I'll rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, then I'm gonna move it, meet the wall, and then I'm actually gonna move it and get it up against the middle of the toilet, and I'm gonna move it away 1 foot 6. That way I know that the space from here to here is 1 foot 6. What's the distance on this side? I have a foot 6. I can place a little linen storage up here. So let's get our tall cabinet again. Oh, they only have, oh, look on the 16, on the single door, I have 18 inches. So I'll use this 18-inch cabinet right there. It's actually a pretty big half a bath. Honestly, this would be probably work with a 5x5 and just the sink and the toilet. So, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that, okay? So that's our bathrooms over here on this side. Let's move over to this side. This is gonna be our master bath area. So we're gonna go component. Let's go place a toilet first. Okay, the toilet's gonna go in here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Same thing I've shown you with the toilet. Line it up with a bag, line it up in the middle of the wall, 1 foot 6 down, and then 2 inches away from the wall. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna have, let me just take a look at this. So we have sink, right? There's a sink on this side, shower, and a tub on this side, okay? So we're gonna do something very similar to that idea or that concept, okay? So let's start off by placing our linen closet there. I am gonna use the 4-door, the 30-inch closet, okay? All right, now, our base cabinets, I'm gonna use the 3-drawer 12-inch. Place it right there, okay? And then I'm gonna use the single door 24-inch, okay? Once again, remember cabinets, wherever your cursor is, that's the back of the cabinet. That's that goes up against the wall. So 24-inch, and then actually, you know what? I'm just gonna copy this one on down. Okay, there you go. So 12-inch 3-drawer, 24-inch single door, and then 12-inch 3-drawer. So then we can add our countertop. We'll do a squared one. Okay, and this will be the exact size, right? It's because it's 4 feet of this countertop by default. So 12, 24, and 12 and 12, that's 48, which is the 4 feet. So it actually falls perfectly out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my sink now. Okay, here we go. Line it up. I usually do the back and one of the sides, and then same thing as before. We're gonna control the size of the opening, and normally when it's built, the opening falls within the rim or this little lip. It doesn't fall right on the edge of this rim, right? So that rim covers the opening. So same thing here. So we're gonna do the same thing now. When we mess with the opening, especially the widths, it moves your countertop edges just slightly. So I tend to always stretch them back and then connect them to where they're supposed to go. Okay. Oops, I did something wrong. Let me go back. Okay, there. So I want to bring it back here. Okay, we're good. Now let me see this one. There. All right, perfect. Okay. So we're gonna have a shower here. Go over it in a little bit. I'm gonna have another cabinet over here for his and hers, and then we'll have a tub here. Okay. So I loaded a tub here for you, and it's this one right here. Or if you download it, okay, then open, upgrade, load and close, and so can't place it, but very similar to the closet thing. We can use place on work plane, and as you can see, I have it there now. The grip point is right at the drain, so it's kind of hard to place it where you're supposed to. So I'm just going to drop it there, and I'm going to use my align tool right here, okay, to align it to this wall, and then align it to that wall. So that's going to be our tub, little like a spa tub or something like that, right? So here's our tub. We'll have a shower here, sink, and then we'll have a sink over here, okay? We'll just copy this. Let's do rotate 180 degrees. Let's move it. Oops. Move it from this corner to that corner. And yeah, it doesn't look as crowded like that. I'm just gonna leave it like this, okay? I'm gonna take up the same setup I have here, put it over there, okay? And so this is gonna be our shower space. We'll come back and do the shower space here in a little bit.